This is Lesson 106 in Saxon's 3rd edition, Algebra 1. And the lesson is on linear equations, a review of that, and then the equation of a line through 2 points. We've touched on this a little bit, but let's review linear equations. When you graph what is called a first degree evaluation in two unknowns, your graph is going to be a straight line, and that's why we call it linear. It is a line. And the standard form of the equation of a straight line is ax plus by plus c equals 0. B and c are constants, and they are not equal to 0. So in standard form, let's put some numbers in there, and let's say 4x plus y plus 1 equals 0, or negative 2x minus y minus 11 is equal to 0. If the equation of a line is written so that y is expressed as a function of x, as in our standard y equals mx plus b, then we say we've written the equation in slope-intercept form. And this y equals mx plus b, that is what's known as the slope-intercept equation. So in this equation, y and x are going to be your 2 points on your coordinate point. Your 2 points. And m is going to represent your slope, and b is what is called the y-intercept. So it's where the line is going to touch the y-axis. Okay, this first example says to find the equation of the line that lies between the points 4, 2, and negative 5, negative 3. So the first thing you're going to want to do is graph that line using those points. And then, like we've learned how to do in another lesson, we're going to draw our right triangle off of that and try to determine the exact slope. And when we do, if we count over, which is the top number of the fraction is across, we get 5, and the y, the up and down vertical, is we get 9. So we can say that the slope is 5 over 9, and we see that this is a positive slope, so we can say it is positive 5 over 9. Another way, in Lesson 98, we learned how to use the slope formula. So let's try that. If we have m equals y of the second minus y of the first over m of the second, x of the second minus x of the first. If we plug in our x and y values, y of the second is negative 3 minus negative 5 over, not negative 5, negative 3 minus 2 divided by negative 5 minus 4. And when we do that, negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5, and negative 5 minus 4 is negative 9, and negative divided by negative, we get 5/9. So either way, we're going to be able to find out the slope of the line. Now, because this is the slope, in the y equals mx plus b formula, this would be m. It would be what m stands for. So now we see that y equals 5/9 x plus b. All right, and we said that b is actually the where the point that the line touches the y. And here it's not an exact point, but we can, using algebra and a formula, we can find out the exact value of b. We can take either one of these sets of points and plug those into the y and the x in this y equals mx plus b. I'm going to use the 4 and the 2. 2 equals 5/9 times 4 plus b. Alright, so we do the math here and we get 2 equals 20/9 plus b. And then if I'm going to change this 2 into 18/9 so I can have a common denominator. And I'm going to subtract 20/9 equals 20/9 minus 20/9 plus b. So I've eliminated these two, and here I have negative 2/9 equals b. So my y-intercept then is negative 2/9. So in this line, we could say the exact equation of this line is y equals 5/9 x plus negative 2/9, or y equals 5/9 x minus 2/9. Alright, let's do the next one. It says find the equation of the line that passes through the points 4, negative 2, and negative 3, 4. 4, negative 2, and negative 3, 4. Alright, again, I can draw my line or I can use my formula. So let's do that. Y of the second minus y of the first over x of the second minus x of the first. And then we see that that would be 4 minus negative 2 over negative 3 minus 4. When I do that, I'm going to see that I have 4 minus negative 2 is the same as 4 plus 2, so that's 6. And negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. So my slope is y equals negative 6/7 x plus b. Now what I want to do is find the exact location of b. And again, I can choose either one of these sets of points. I'm going to again use the first one, 4, negative 2, and I'm going to put these in. In y, we have negative 2 equals negative 6/7 times 4 plus b. Alright, and when I multiply here, I get negative 24 over 7. Negative 6 times 4 over 7 equals negative 24 over 7. So I'm going to make this negative 2 a negative 14 over 7, so that I'm going to have this common denominator, plus b. Alright, I'm going to have to add negative 24 over 7. Plus b. Alright, so 24 minus 14 is 10 over 7. This has been eliminated, equals b. So then the full equation of this line would be y equals negative 6/7 x plus 10 over 7. So really not that difficult. Let's do example 3 in your book. Okay, example 3 says find the equation of the line that passes through the points 4, 3. So let's do 4, 3. There's that point. And for negative 3. So again, up 4 and 3 to the left. Now when we do that, we see that we're going to actually have a horizontal line. So the equation of that is going to be simply x equals 4. We say the slope is undefined because there really isn't a slope. There is no slope. I'm sorry. Okay, right. We can say there is no slope because this is a horizontal line. It crosses y at 4, so there's actually, you remember slope is the change in x and the change in y. There is no change in the y. There is a change, in x, there is a change in y. It goes 6, let's see, from this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's a change of 6 in y, but no change in x. X stays at 4. So this is an undefined slope. Okay, let's do your practice. Practice A says find the equation of the line that passes through the points 3, negative 5, and 2, negative 1. So the first thing we're going to have to do is plot those 2 points. There's 3, negative 5, and here is 2, negative 1. And we say we're not going to have a very large spread there, but we plot it. We're going to use, we could do this. We find that the change in x and y is 1 over, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 over 4. So we know that the slope is 1/4. But let's use the slope formula like our book told us in practice, okay? This is just a way to check it. Alright, so let's use 2, negative 1. They'll be easy to work with. And then, I'm sorry, slope formula. Let's use negative 1 minus negative 5. And then 2 minus 3. Alright, negative 1 minus 5 is actually negative 1 plus 5, which is 4. And 2 minus 3 is negative 1. So we have negative 4 across, and then 1 up. And let's see, that our slope is going to be negative 4. Now that we know that, y equals negative 4x plus b. Let's go ahead and choose a point. I'm going to choose, like I said, 2, 1. So negative 1 equals negative 4 times 2 plus b. Negative 1 equals negative 8 plus b. Now I'm going to add 8 to both sides. And I find that b is going to be equal to 7. So the equation of this line that passes through these 2 points is y equals negative 4x plus 7. Okay, let's do one more. Alright, -3, -3, and 6, 5. On this one, I can plot it. I don't have to because now I have algebraic formulas for all of this. But -3, -3 would end up right here. Sorry. And 6, 5 would end up right here. And here's the line that's going to go between the two. Alright, we're going to use our slope formula. So we're going to say 5 minus -3, which is actually plus 3, and 6 minus -3, so that's plus 3. So we have 5 plus 3 is 8, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So our slope is actually 8 over 9. And then I'm going to take y equals 8/9 x plus b, and I'm going to find b. Alright, either set of points, I think I'll use the -3 equals 8/9 times -3 plus b. And this would be -24/9. So I need to make -3 into something over 9. So that would be 27 over 9. And then I'm going to need to add 24/9. And when I do, get rid of this, and I find that b is -3 over 9, which reduces to -1/3. So the equation of this line is y equals 8/9 x minus 1/3. Alright, good lesson, a little bit long, but we got it done. And as always, do your practice problems, keep your notes, and questions if you need. I'll answer your questions as needed.